Still getting situated there. Good morning, everyone. And Doctor TV, I believe it was. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I think I saw this on Instagram. Is now peddling this story that they've heard that the war between the land and the sea may air over Christmas. Where are they getting this shit from? I have not heard anything of such caliber or anything like that. You know, with any credibility. And they had already announced that they were going to air the spinoff sometime next year. Now, there's been a rumor also going around. I think they said what the plan is, and this is what they said, not what I'm saying, was it was going to air over Christmas and then it was going to stream over February on Disney Plus and whatnot. So this would be the first time they didn't have a synchronized release, or, a sync up or whatever you want to call it, simulcast. It took me a minute to remember that word, simulcast. Oh. Then again, I remember when everybody thought it was hot shit when you could watch TV and at the same time they were simulcasting the game on radio. And it's like, yeah, sure, it made parties easier because, you'd have the TV going in the living room and everybody out, the garage, the wake or whatever, playing pool, and they would be simulcasting the game, and you can play it on your radio station right there while everybody's drinking, hitting the golf ball around, or I wanted to say out in the yard cornholing, and that don't even sound right to me even now. It's funny how cornhole became a game, and let's just say when I was growing up, cornholing did not involve throwing, well, then again, maybe it did. But okay, so here we are. It is Tuesday, October coming to a close. Halloween soon upon us, and going into the bleak month of November. As I said, don't worry about everything went fine with Lady G yesterday. I'll say it was just, typical follow-up, and she wanted me to go with her, and so I said, screw it. I scheduled that day off, and I went with her. So, everything's fine with the cardiologist and all that. Don't even fret on that, okay? But what I'm fretting about is the rumor mill that's going around. The truth is, I can't get into much of some of what I've heard, but all I can tell you is this. Keep your eyes and your ears open. Because if this is true about, war between the land and the sea and whatnot, and some other things that may be drifting around, just keep your eyes and ears open and keep your eye on the media. Because that to me was a bit of a shocker that they said, well, now they're going to air it and come around Christmas. Problem is, I haven't seen anything to back that up. And sorry about not being here yesterday, but like I said, we got up, we ran out to the eye doctor, and it was kind of a day. Okay, so Radio Free Scaro leaked it. And that's why they're announcing this now. Okay, I just happened to catch the announcement on Instagram, not going to lie. Yeah, I think it was Doctor TV put out a statement, a big picture and all that, and I was scanning through my Instagram and I ran on it. I'm like, really? After all the big, hootie-da about we're going to air it next year, but apparently now they're going to air it on BBC One and then it's going to stream in February or something like that, they said. And I'm like, then why did you go through all the trouble of telling people it's not going to air until next year? The truth of the matter is this. I think they already made a decision. I think Disney has made a decision and they just don't want to say it. I think they're using every delaying tactic in the book to push back, you know. There's an old saying, good news can wait, but I don't think it's good news. Oh. Okay, I don't think I've watched or anything that had anything to do with Radio Free Scarlet in a long time. Maybe that's why I missed it. But like I said, it never made sense to me, the whole thing, because if Disney Plus was really, all that keen, and wouldn't they have had a preview copy of the spinoff by now? That hit me the other day. It's like, if they're the ones backing this, wouldn't they have seen the dailies at least? Or wouldn't they have, had a run through of what's going to be on the air? And therefore, there would be no reason to delay the decision unless they were waiting for viewer count. But and I still think the Billy Piper thing was a big FU stopgap. I'm going to put a cork on the show for now. And like I said, I have no idea what RTD's up to. He's been working on some other things. And so a lot of other people have gone on to other things. And now they've announced the Jumanji 3, by the way, speaking of Doctor Who, that made me flash about Carrie Gill. I'm like, they're doing this again? But then again, I can't complain about the latest Jumanji series movies. I did actually enjoy them, but so here it is. It is Tuesday. Still feels like a Monday because, like I said, that's the weird thing about Mondays. Even when you don't work them, you come in on Tuesday, it feels like Monday. It's Monday in your mind. It's Monday in your heart. It's Monday in that sinking feeling in your gut. Sorry, I'm just seeing if anybody else posted there for a second. All I know is keep your eyes on the media from now on, because I think things are going to get interesting now that they've announced this. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Raj, but thank you for reminding me. We just covered Lady G's appointment. Yeah, it was just a follow-up. She's doing fine. Like I said, nothing to worry about there, Saeed. It's just yearly follow-up. And everything came up pretty good. So. Six, 7. Who is 6'7"? Wasn't that the height of the old Chewbacca? I don't know. Was that Peter Mayhew? But it's just weird to me. Okay, so that's probably why Doctor Who TV announced that, Radio Free Scar leaked it already. So it's going to air this December, and then they're going to stream it in February, apparently. All right, so It's going to be the first time they didn't simulcast anything, which is weird. Um, but like I said, it's just now that that's been put out there. Like I said, we're on countdown. If this is all true and going on, and I don't think we're going to like the result either way. Um, The only thing that sucks about this November is, we aren't going to Chicago TARDIS this year. It's just, there's way too much weirdness going on in this country right now. Especially out towards where we'd have to go drive through and all that to get there. And we're going to have a bit of a staycation for Thanksgiving this year. Sure, I won't miss the, God knows how many hour drive to get there and how many hours to get back. I don't know, Saeed. Something's telling me we're going to be, we're not going to like how this ends. Because it's going to be weird. There's things I'm hearing that might be playing into some things, but like I said, I can't go into it right now. All I can say is keep your eyes and ears on the media today. Because if this is leaked, then maybe other things are going to leak as well. But yeah, that kind of freaked me out last night when I saw that. I was like, yeah, I saw Nardi on yet another podcast this week. And I'm like, what is it with this guy? Everybody's treating him now like he's the grand high know-it-all of pop culture. And I'm like, if this guy was running shows, oh God, I don't even want to imagine what they'd be like. Yeah, I did see the bit about Carol Ann Ford, but at the same time, when you hear she did confirm what her scenes would have been. And trust me, if the scenes had aired, I'd have been throwing a shit fit, because then you're really treading into dangerous ground that no one ever wanted plumbed. You're going to depths no one ever wanted out there. Sure, we've had a lot of weirdness about the origin of the Doctor, but why the hell would you want to know this and that, or find out that, oh, look, this imaginary character that you're saying didn't exist a few minutes ago but now is in existence is now the Doctor's mom? That makes no damn sense whatsoever. That Poppy was going to be the Doctor's mom. It's like, oh, well. I got 30 seconds and then I got to run because I got to get inside there and get this day over with. Also, sometimes short weeks can suck because they seem to be longer than the regular week. Is that strange? I don't know why. So keep your eyes and ears on the media for the rest of this week. I think we're going to hear some interesting things, especially now that this is leaked. So, maybe now that we have a crack in the dam, the water will start flowing. So take care, everybody. I got to get inside. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, everyone. We'll catch you all tomorrow morning. Have a good one.